real estate sector 2023. As you know, the sector in 2022 faced a lot of challenges, even though the report from MBS says the sector performed better in the first quarter and also improved in the second quarter and also in the last quarter of the year 2022. But the fact remains that the sector is faced with the challenges of inflation, hike in building materials, double-digit interest rates. These are issues that we are also going to battle with in 2023. We also have the challenge of insecurity. We also have the challenge of the exchange rate. These are big problems that we will need to surmount if we want a glorious, a better, if you want boom in the sector in 2023. I must say that there's no better time than now for the government to intervene in the sector. There must be a price cap on the cement. You know what we witnessed in 2022 is that majority, a good number of sites were closed down, all because of the hike in the prices of the building materials. If you go to some local governments, block factories are no more working. The youth who are supposed to be working have no job because of only one thing: the price of the building material. The government cannot just be looking. There's no better time for the government to intervene in the sector than now. In 2023, who is going to be responsible for the provision of affordable housing? Because as at the last quarter of 2022, majority of these developers who have been shouting, talking of providing affordable housing have left their sites because of the increase in the price of building materials. And that is why I said we need government intervention now. In fact, even the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing, they're supposed to be providing houses for those who doesn't have. That is the low income earners. They came up with a 1-bedroom in the outskirts of a city for 7.2 million. So the question is, talking about what is going to happen in 2023 in the real estate sector. Affordable housing is likely to suffer unless there's intervention of the federal government. In 2023, the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing should concentrate more in creating enabling environment. They should be busy more with policies, coming out with ideas, and interact with National Assembly on policies that can attract investors into the sector. That's what we need. There's no better time than now for the research centers, the NIBRI, the universities, research department to give us alternative to cement. We must begin to think of alternative building materials. We must be thinking of made in Nigeria houses. The kind of houses we have been avoiding that are still standing in our villages, which are houses of 25 years, 50 years, 70 years. They may be the houses that we have to consider some of the material that were used for us to deliver affordable The interest rate is not helping. And that is why you see organizations, that has been the barrier. Interest rates have been the barrier of some of the housing agencies, the mortgage banks, the Nigerian Mortgage Finance. The way they will have been flying, they've not been able to do that because of the double digits interest rates. This is going to be a challenge. Who is working on this? The central bank? Or who? Toward the end of 2022, we discovered that the federal government took 40% of the NHF deposits. Can you imagine that? You mean government taking from those they are supposed to be helping? Thank God. They promised us that the money will be returned. I want to believe it has been returned, because if it is not returned, we are ready to go to court and give the federal government of Nigeria, the Secretary General of the Federation, the Minister of Finance, by second week of January. They can't steal from the poor to finance the rich. So, I can tell you that in 2023, a good number of this mortgage bank will change to commercial bank so as to have access to mobilization of fund and more opportunity in their business. The federal mortgage bank should be giving the necessary support. The idea of deducting 40% of NHF cannot stand and should be discontinued. Effort should be made to review the idea of stopping some mortgage bank from accessing National Housing Fund. There must be a clear-cut reasons for that from the Central Bank of Nigeria. And by the way, the government must have a political will to grow our mortgage system.